several of the president's executive orders on day one are dealing with immigration and the southern border. President Trump almost immediately getting started on his overhaul, including the administration's mass deportation plan. NewsNation's Mills Hayes is outside of the Chicago field office for immigration and customs enforcement. Mills, Chicago, one of the cities, of course, bracing for impact here. When might we see those mass deportations take place?
Hey, good morning, Markie. Well, President Trump's border czar, Tom Homan, told Chicagoans in December that the largest mass deportation effort in history would start here in Chicago. But there are sub-zero temperatures happening right now, and we're not entirely clear when these deportation plans could happen because of not only the weather, but also leaks about deportation plans. Now, we saw President Trump issue a slew of executive orders aiming his goal at the border related to immigration, including declaring a national emergency at the border. One official speaking anonymously over the weekend said that federal immigration officers will target more than 300 people with histories of violent crimes in the Chicago area alone. Trump aides have said that they will arrest others like spouses or roommates who are not targets but also here illegally. Still, President Trump was tight-lipped when asked about a timetable for deportations.
Can we expect ICE raids in major cities?
I don't want to say when, but it's going to happen. Has to happen, or we're not going to have a country left.
And Illinois Governor J.B. Pritzker has said that Americans do not want to see families ripped apart, and the state of Illinois will stand up for them. And also immigrant rights groups here in Chicago say that many of the hundreds of thousands of undocumented migrants here in the Chicago area are terrified right now. Markie?
Yeah, and what more are they saying, Mills? I mean, how are undocumented Chicagoans actually feeling? How are they preparing for these looming raids when so much uncertainty still surrounds them?
Right, Markie. Well, we know that immigrant rights groups have been holding workshops, handing out flyers to let people know that are undocumented about their rights. And we also know that there are some churches here in the Chicago area that have decided to close down in-person Spanish-only services in case of those immigration roundups. Now, Elena Barrera, she has been living undocumented in the Chicago area for around 27 years, and she has 3 children, the youngest who is 9 years old. Barrera says that she's afraid and believes that if she is apprehended by ICE agents, it will be traumatic for her family.
He doesn't want to go to Mexico because he has his school here. He has lived his whole life here. He cries. Nothing has happened yet, but he is already anxious. He's thinking, what will I do without my mom?
And immigrant rights groups here in Chicago are telling people that are undocumented, if they're concerned about ICE agents and the potential for being rounded up, then they do not need to answer the door if ICE agents come to their front door. And they're also encouraging undocumented people to remember all of their phone numbers in case their phones are seized by ICE agents. Markie?
Wow.
Thanks for watching, everybody. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. Also, don't forget to click that red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.